So now going on to food, I think this is probably what people are focusing on because it's in their control. They can't control whether they get the virus or not. Wrong. We'll get to that later. But they can control whether they run out of food or not. And I think psychologically, they want to be doing something. They want to be taking an active role in whatever this is. But unfortunately, this is, I think, the worst reaction. And I really think in hindsight, we are going to see some of the highest levels of contagions, the fastest spread, happen during all the panic shopping. You know, I stocked up 3 weeks ago because I have been thinking this is really serious. So I stocked up for about maybe 6 weeks, like a month and a half, 3 weeks ago, and then the week after got more food and, you know, everything we need. Because I just thought, wow, you know, this is really serious and no one else is taking it seriously. Like I said, there was just nonstop dinner parties and cocktail parties and life is normal in our community until 3 days ago, basically. So I thought, you know, it was everything I bought, I will use anyway. And nothing will go to waste, nothing will rot because I didn't eat it. I didn't get a year's supply of toilet paper, but I thought in a really extreme emergency, which has come to pass, I only want to eat home-cooked food. And that is, you know, everyone has different comfort levels. They have different opinions about this, but that's what I'm comfortable with. I'm comfortable with eating something that I prepared from scratch, hot food that was completely cooked in the oven, completely cooked on the stove, and I just have that sense that someone else's germs are not on it, and that's my peace of mind. So when everyone else was panic shopping, I was at home cooking. You know, if you need to have things delivered, it might take a while, but at a certain point, people will get stocked up and they will stop ordering more, and they'll get to your order. So put in your order and hope for the best, and do everything you can to stay out of the stores at this time. You know, the stores are all being cleaned, and things will calm down, and you'll be able to either go out again or you'll be able to get things delivered. So in the meantime, what I would suggest doing is meal planning, long-term meal planning. Look at what you have and start writing out a list of all the meals you could make with that. And every time you start to get that anxious feeling about running out of food, look at those meal plans and you can see, you'll have proof that you're not running out of food. Remember, this is a health crisis, not a food supply crisis. What would cause a food supply crisis is if the contagion levels go so high that people can't drive the delivery trucks, work on the farms, work in the packing facilities. So the greatest contribution you can give to not having food supply disruptions is to stay home and eat what you already have. Another aspect is if you are trying to lose weight anyway, eat lightly, eat small portions, and if you're not going out, you're probably not moving nearly as much as you did on any other day, so you have a diminished caloric need. So that's just going to take your anxiety down because you're eating less, probably feeling better when you're eating less, your food is stretching longer, and you're losing weight. That's a win-win-win. So take that mentality. This is a great time to eat lightly. Just eat until you're 80% full. Remember, your stomach is about as big as your fist. So this is approximately, I'm just eyeballing, this is about 2 cups worth of solid food. So maybe you want to start measuring your food. You should always be rationing out your food for your health anyway. You should always be rationing out the stuff you buy so that you don't waste it and you don't have to waste your money. All of these habits that you're going to get into because of the coronavirus, cooking for yourself, learning how to entertain yourself, learning how to manage your anxiety levels, learning how to meditate, learning how to meal plan, you are going to take these tools forward in life and you're actually going to be better off for them. So remember that when you do things differently, you're learning more, and you don't unlearn once you learn. So this is a fantastic way for you to learn to be more self-sufficient and learn really how to take care of yourself and what it takes to take care of yourself, and no one else can answer that.
Alright, so today's challenge is going to the grocery store. So we have tried Instacart, Whole Foods delivery, Prime Pantry, and we haven't been able to get any groceries delivered for 2 weeks. So we're not running out of food, but we are running out of fresh things like half and half, milk, fresh vegetables. If we had to, we'd be perfectly fine for another 6 weeks or so. But you know what? I want some cream in my coffee if I'm going to be trapped in my house for so long. So let's see how the grocery stores are. People say that the grocery stores out here in the desert are still full. And we'll see how this goes. It's a beautiful day in the legendary Coachella Valley. Alright, so we've made it to the store. Okay, as one can see, there are other cars here. The store's open, it's a beautiful day, and the world has clearly not ended yet. So let's see what we find inside. Alright, so we can see a line of people keeping a good distance. This is just good sense. Alright, so truth be told, that was a very different shopping experience than normal. They're reducing the people in the store, which is really smart. All the staff is being so friendly and helpful and calm during this, and I just appreciate everyone who works at the Trader Joe's Palm Desert so much, and they're doing such a good job of keeping people calm and just being really understanding because everyone is on edge and upset. So there were not full shelves. I'd say 90% of the items were totally stocked in full. There were limits on how many canned goods and milk you could buy, which I totally support. That's completely fair. There was not a single roll of toilet paper or tissues or napkins or the soap that I use. There were just certain things not there, like pizza dough, frozen falafel. I guess those are really good freezer items. I mean, all in all, they're doing a really good job of trying to keep some sense of normalcy, and I'm so grateful that the stores are still open. But it's to think that I could go back to the store and just have my normal shopping day was not correct, and I think overly optimistic. So like I said, we've tried Instacart, we've tried Prime Pantry, we've tried Whole Foods delivery, and absolutely nothing has worked. So this is what it's come to, and that's hardly a sacrifice because I've gotten lots of great quality items like I would normally get, and this will augment our stocks and keep us really well fed. And the things that I really underestimated what I would want were chocolate and beer and potato chips. But I did control myself, and I got more vegetables than junk food. But I cannot wait to go home and have some nice coffee with some cream in it. So I hope wherever you are, you have food on the shelves, you can get food delivered. But right now in Palm Desert, it's an absolutely beautiful day, and I'm so grateful to be able to go out and fill up my fridge and pantry and freezer with nutritious food. All right, so hang in there, everybody.